What's going on, everyone? It's Hawaii, Cali, Vegas. I'm Shane, and today you're with me on another quick look video. First, let me explain what the quick look video is. A quick look is not going to be an in-depth review, but more of what you see when you go to the dealership. I'm going to the dealership so you don't have to, and I'm going to show you what I see. Today we're going to be looking at the Toyota 86, formerly known as the Scion FR-S. Before we get started, I want to thank the crew and the staff here at Toyota Avondale for allowing this video to happen and for making it possible. Let's take a look. Now, as many of you may know, Scion's name has gone away, and that doesn't mean that Toyota wanted to cancel the 86 or the FR-S. It just means that they wanted to change it up a little bit, and they wanted to continue the car, but they're just going to call it the 86. I'm not sure if they're calling it the GT86 or the 86. Based on the brochures and the literature that I've read, they've referred to it as the 86. So that's what we're going to be calling it today. Let's have a look. So now that we're inside, we can get a closer look at the Toyota 86, and first thing you're going to notice is that bumper. That's probably one of the most controversial pieces that are on this car right now online, but there's so many other differences, even as far as minor differences to like just the 86 logos or stitching and things like that. So let's take a closer look and I'll let you decide. So like I said, one of the first things that you're going to notice is that front bumper. It is a drastic change compared to the previous version. Next thing up you're going to see is the Toyota logo. Everybody knows that Scion went away, and now this is just a Toyota 86. Looking at the headlight, it's a pretty crazy headlight, and I think it's a lot better than the previous version. You're going to see that they hide the 86 logo in all little places. You got little Easter eggs all over the place. And one of the cool things is that this one comes standard with HIDs. And then you have the daytime running lights in here, and then these down here are the blinkers. All LED except for that, which is also the HID. You'll see later on inside that the headlight is actually auto. Even though this is the base model, it's not a monogram. And right now they don't have anything, as far as I saw, allowing or saying that this is going to be, or that they're going to produce a monogram series. One thing on their website is right now this does not have the fog light, but they are going to offer it, or it's an option. One thing I think is really cool is that the fog light is actually going to be LED. Something better than the previous version, of course. When you look at the wheel, you're going to see that it has a real aftermarket look, and it has the Toyota emblem inside. Just like you would expect from any other Toyota vehicle. These are 17 alloy wheels. The tires are going to be the same tires that you would catch on the previous model, with the same size of 215/45 17s. When you move back, you're going to see that this has the fender garnish. It looks kind of more like the Subaru BRZ instead of the GT86 or Scion FR-S. Going down, another little Easter egg. They put the 86. I don't know if that's a button or I don't know what that is, but it's just a little Toyota 86 logo that you're going to find all over the car. Stepping into the car, for the most part it's going to be the same. Looking at the door panel, you're going to have the same feel that you would in any FR-S BRZ. Some of the major differences that you're going to see are the fact that the dash panel is actually one piece instead of two, and it is covered in a suede. You'll have the little Easter egg Toyota logo right here with the 8.6 on it as well. One thing, just like the 2015 FR-S, is that there is no CD player. I, again, don't know how I feel about that, but it is what it is. Looking at the steering wheel, you have the steering wheel is a very nice feel, and I actually kind of like it better than the previous model. I don't know if it's the same size or if it's different, but it does have a really good feel to it. The next thing you're going to see on top of it is that it has the stereo controls mounted to the steering wheel. And of course, the 8.6 airbag that everybody's probably going to want. And it's kind of funny because everybody was changing their logos on their cars from Scion to Toyota, and now they come like that. It's kind of funny. But if you look at the stitching on the door, it's I think it's gray. I don't know if this is color matched to the car or if this is how they all come, but it has gray stitching on the door, and then you'll have this is actually suede to match the dash with, again, the gray stitching. Like I said, this is not a monogram, and I don't know if they're going to be producing one, but you have the good old-fashioned key, which works just like normal. And another button that has changed is this button. Instead of it saying, I can't remember what it says on the older FR-S, but this one says track with a little racing flag on it. So I think that's kind of cool. It's just, like I said, subtle differences to set this car apart from the rest. And a generic rear view mirror. It's not powered, it's not frameless, it's just your basic mirror. Looking at the seat, they have a pretty cool texture or pattern on it, and I think this is the pattern that they've been going with for a little while now. And then it has like a sport mesh on it, and of course the matching gray stitching all the way down and throughout, and of course it has the same feel that you would expect from any Scion FR-S or Toyota 8.6. Back seats are the same, and that's about it for the interior of this model. Oh, like I said earlier, the headlights are automatic like you would find on a monogram or a limited BRZ, but this one comes standard with the auto headlights. So that is something cool, and it's one of the cool factors that comes with it. When you work your way to the taillights, this is something that I think is really cool, even though it's something small and minor. But the taillights they look aftermarket. Just like the wheels, they look like they're aftermarket, but these are definitely stock. They're factory, and this is how they come. So you'll see up here, I'll turn it on in a second, but this is where your running light is. This is gonna be your blinker, and then this is your brake light right here. All this down here, unfortunately, does not light up. These are just reflectors. Of course, it has the backup camera, which I think is mandatory now for 2016. Don't quote me on that, but it definitely has it, which is something I wish my car had, but it doesn't. Something that also is small, it's a minor feature, but it is different, is that there is no longer a texture on this back piece of the bumper, and it has like a little built-in diffuser, if you want to call it that. It has a little bit of a different design, and you'll see it right here. And the exhaust tips, of course, are the same. Moving on to underneath the hood, which I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, where do you get that extra 5 horsepower from? Well, let me show you. That red intake manifold, though. One thing I wish that these cars would come with standard was hood struts. It's one of the small mods that you can do that make popping the hood experience just that much better. So looking underneath the hood, everything pretty much looks the same, but the biggest thing you're going to notice is that big red intake manifold just jumping right out at you. This is actually made out of metal, I'm assuming cast aluminum, but it's no longer plastic. So the design of that, I don't know how much different it is from the previous models, but I'm assuming that's where they gained their extra 5 horsepower. Again, don't quote me on that. Everything else is pretty much going to be the same. This one is a 6-speed manual transmission. You got your sound generator, intake, and all of the TRD aftermarket options that they have for the previous version or previous generation, the Scion FR-S, they all pretty much still pertain to this. The lowering springs, the TRD wheels, the TRD intake, TRD exhaust, all of those things, they all still work on this car. Oh, and before I forget, I know I told you I was going to tell you or show you guys the headlights and taillights, so let's do that before we wrap everything up. As soon as you turn the car on, the headlights will turn on automatically, showing that the HIDs and the daytime running lights will come on. I turn off the headlights just so you can see the daytime running lights. The blinkers, as you can see, are at the bottom of the headlight unit, and they're just a nice straight line. Moving on to the tail lights, you'll see that the running light is at the top, the straight line. The blinker is next, and you'll see that right there. Following by the brake light with 4 red LEDs straight in the center. Again, the bottom portion of the tail lamp is not LED, and they're just reflectors. Alright guys, well that's the 2017 Toyota 86 in a nutshell. Like I said, this is not an in-depth review by any means as far as performance-wise or anything like that. These are just some of the things I noticed when coming to the dealership, just so you don't have to. I use my gas so you don't have to. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mahalo. Now we're done. That was the Toyota 86, and I want to thank, again, one more time, Toyota Avondale for making this video possible and allowing me to review, I don't want to use the word review, but do a quick look on the Toyota 86. So thanks again, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me on this quick look video, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching. Love, peace, chicken grease. Mahalo. Oh, if you guys have not hit the like button already, go ahead and smash that like button and hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or any comments about the 86, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. You guys already know that, and I will see you guys next time. Mahalo. What's going on, everybody? It's Hawaii Cali. What's going on, everyone? It's Hawaii Cali Vegas. I'm Shane, and today you're with me on another quick look video. Today we're at